Hey everybody, it's the Walker. What are we doing today? We're doing a backpack base gear review, and that's reviews which are done out of my backpack during actual outings of the Fenix CL20 lantern. First thing we'll do is we will go through the modes very quickly. Press and hold turns the lantern on. Low, medium, high, turbo, which can't be sustained forever. I will put all the run times and the lumens up on the screen, and then it goes back to low. Now, it has a memory mode, and I'll show you. This mode, press and hold to turn off, and when I press and hold to turn back on, we're back at the same mode. Now, to get down, they have these red flashy modes and solid red mode, two red modes, just like the Fenix CL20 are. In fact, the UI is identical, just about. Press and hold, double click, and it starts off on the red flashy mode. I think the CL20R starts off the solid red mode, but it's pretty much the same. Click again, and now we're holding. Click and hold off. Click and hold back on. Then we go back to the regular mode. Okay. But this is really a gear use review of the item, not just, regurgitating the stats. A lantern in many ways is a luxury item. If you're backpacking, you're like, lantern? You already have a headlamp, maybe a flashlight. So you really need a lantern. Now, I think for a group dynamic, where you get a group of guys and girls together in the shelter, or they're outside around the campfire, I think it's important. And the reason is there's inevitably somebody who shows up, hey, how's it going? What's it going? Hey. And, they're blinding everybody with their headlamp. I mean, that's obnoxious. Tell me that's obnoxious. It's called headlamp courtesy. People just blinding each other, nerves get frayed. It's like, dude, headlamp courtesy, turn it off. And this is where an area light becomes really useful. Therefore, you have the area light, and there's no more of this headlamp blinding routine. Although inevitably, some goober shows up from taking a whiz or something like that with the headlamp blasted on, and all that's gone to heck. But you do what you can in the woods. You do what you can. So for that regard, in a group dynamic, a lantern key. I think so. However, for an individual with a backpack, well, I carry a backup flashlight. And this little tiny attachment here, which is just a do-it-yourself thing. Bingo! I've got a lantern for no weight. Because, headlamp flashlight, that's what I carry. So if this wants to make it in my pack, which it did, that's why we're talking about it. If it wants to make it in my pack, it's got to do more than just be a lantern. It's got to do more than that. It's got to do more than just sit there on a log like that. Or else I'm not going to pack the extra weight. So what does this do more than just be a lantern? Well, for starters, everything I have, at least during this time of year, takes AA batteries, 2 of them. The headlamp, the flashlight, my GPS. Hey, this spot's marked. Oh, what else? My camera. So all these things are taking 2 AA batteries. What does this take? This is how you undo it. Like that. A very simple mechanism. Take a look at that. A very simple lever mechanism there. This is taking 2 AA batteries. So so therefore it's an extra battery carrier. That's one of the roles of my backup flashlight, is extra battery carrier. So if I need the batteries, I can rob from this, basically rob from Peter to pay Paul. And I've done that before. If I'm lost, turned around, this is running low, I'm sacrificing the batteries from this. It's a no-brainer. So that's one thing. It's got a heck of a magnet too on there. I don't use the magnet in the woods, but it's not a bad magnet, really. Oh, can I lift them all at once? Well, it may be difficult. Hey, it did it. All right, look at that. It did it. All right. All right, battery carrier, extra use number 1. Extra use number 2. This is my lanyard. It's a flashlight. It's a backup flashlight. Look at this. The switch is in the perfect spot where my thumb is. This is a little, I hold it like this. And because it's a dome and there's nothing back here, it doesn't glare me. I mean, it'll never be as good as far as like anti-glare and throw as a regular little flashlight. However, a little chilly in the air. However, you know, it's a nice floody flashlight for around camp, or if I really need it on the trail. If I turn it up, I mean, it's pure flood, but it's a lot of lumens, so it's going to reach out there a little bit. And for length of time, let me get down to the low mode here. And for length of time, this low mode, it's like, I think it's like 8 or 9 lumens, and it's running 71 hours or something like that. That's a long time to run regulated. And it's plenty to look around camp, look through my pack, you know, scrounge around the tent. Plenty for that. And of course, also, it is a lantern. So we have, what do you have so far? We've got extra battery holder. We have backup flashlight, and we're going on to the lantern. And one big pro of this, as far as the lantern goes, which makes it a little bit better than my do-it-yourself flashlight rig. Do-it-yourself flashlight rig is basically, I got to twist it to do it. This lantern, the way Fenix designed it, they put the switch. Again, it's in a really good spot. When you go up to reach it, it's right there. And when you go to grab it, your hand is actually shielding you from a lot of the glare. It's like perfect. They really thought of this when they, and maybe I'm just thinking too much on it. It's even got like a little groove to kind of like lead your finger right there. It just works great when you're laying down on the ground pad and you want to reach up and you need more light. Maybe you're working with the knife or something and you want a little more light. Although the low mode, surprisingly, is all I pretty much ever use. That and the medium mode, but the low, it really is enough. So all right, so we got we add lantern, I guess lantern to the mix. Next use, camp marker. I hang this up usually on a ridge line, like I got way up here. I shrink I make it as tall as possible by reducing this tall as I possibly can, or I'll put it in a tree. And I turn it up at least the medium mode. And I go away from camp, I'm looking for wood, looking for water, and I can see this all around. It's this perfect floody glow all around the area. And I can find my camp right away easy. Oh, another thing too, which I really like, neutral white. Neutral white. It's nice, pleasant. It's not space alien abduction blue or squid piss green, or, you know, it's not that harsh blue like, I hate that harsh blue. So it's got a nice neutral white tint. So a marker for your camp. It really works great for that. So I got 4 uses, and that's the 4 uses that I use it for. And it makes it valuable enough where a lot of times I'll just leave the flashlight at home. You know, flashlight also, following my rule, is using the same 2 AA batteries for everybody. Everybody's on the same diet, you know? What we'll do is I will show you these uses in actual field use around camp tonight, so you can see for yourself. And so we're going to go on to the field use. Hope you enjoy it. Very easy to access that button to jump it up a mode. Excellent, works as excellent as a lantern. Really, really good. This dome, that dome is perfect. It puts the light right down there, right around. So for a lantern, it really wins. If I want to drop it back down, there we go. Looking for the water, and our headlamp cuts out. Now we can't see. So we'll see what we got. There we go. We're back in business with the lantern. There we are, the proper grip on it. Turbo. That's the low, medium, high, turbo. And that's off. Flashy red. Solid red, which we're not going to use. Okay, let's find that water. It's not bad. We got minimal glare with this because I can hold it. I can hold it and point it without getting the glare like that in my eye. Did you see in the camera is what I would see. That's glaring me. I mean, it's not quite as good as a flashlight, but you know, it's working. It's working just fine. I wouldn't want to do, you know, an entire 10-hour night hike where I needed throw for some reason. But, you know, if I need it for a flashlight, this lantern's doing a great job. This little ring makes it hold nice too. Alright, there's the water. Good enough for a water crossing. Away from camp now, let's see how it goes for a marker. I can definitely see that pretty much at any angle, from good distance too. Let's go way farther away. That's to mark my camp if I was out getting wood or water. Here we're beyond the range where the headlamp will be able to see. Yep, let's keep going. Alright, so the headlamp cut on me. I had nothing else. See that? I could definitely find my camp. My headlamp cut out. There it is. So it's blatantly obvious where my camp is. Nice. Okay. So we can give it +1 for a camp marker at night, which is kind of like the lantern function, but it's something that a flashlight doesn't do as well without an adapter or attachment on it, because that makes that nice glow. Excellent. And I guess that will conclude the field use backpack based review of the CL20. There it is, lantern. And as always, thank you very much for looking.